ET Now's Nayantara Rai was in conversation with Cairn India CEO Sudhir Mathur on their plans to utilize their cash on books for expansion. Listen in.
We are putting it up on the board. We expect that the investment is going to be initially going to be north of $1 billion and will continue. We are quite eager to keep continuing to invest and grow this business to generate, and the group chairman also, Mr. Anil Agarwal, said we want to double production in the next 2 or 3 years. So that's our objective, and that's a pretty substantial ask and, contribution to the country as a whole.
If you have to double production, it's going to mean almost 500 barrels a day of production, if I'm not mistaken.
No, doubling, we are at about close to 200,000. So we want to take it up to 350, 400 in phase 1. And then exploration with, throw up some more results as we go into that. So that's what we want to do.
If you're looking at $1 billion capex, that is going to be a substantial increase from your current capex cycle.
Oh, yes, Nayantara. The last 2 years have been pretty tough for the oil and gas industry as a whole, globally. And I think, when capex was slashed to zero, there was no way the projects were viable. And even today, if you look at deep offshore and others, there's virtually no investment taking place. And we are, the management team has worked very hard to reconfigure these projects, which will deliver more than 150,000 barrels a day volume. Even at.
But Sudhir Mathur, when you look to increase capex to about almost $1 billion, a significant upswing in the capex. Is it because you believe that the oil market is about to bounce back, or is it because the other overhangs, for example, the merger has been taken care of? Obviously, the merger approval signals that there are better relations with the government as well. Is it because of those reasons?
No, I think there are a lot of reasons which go into this. I think the most important of it is the project viable in itself at 40? Can it sustain that level? And I think that's management's responsibility to deliver to all the stakeholders. And I would say that we would be the first company pretty much globally to make that kind of an investment. And I think the management has worked very hard, being encouraged by the board of both Cairn India as well as Vedanta, to continue and not go into a state of despondency. Oil prices 1/3 of where it is. So I think the response, the encouragement and the response have worked very well in tandem.
Can we expect statements to the effect that Cairn becomes the first global company to increase its capex in the oil and gas market?
Oh yes, certainly. I think we are almost there, and we should make a formal announcement. Once it has to go to the board eventually, but we've worked very hard. Now, chairman has been, very supportive of that, and you've heard him speak that as well. But we would certainly trigger off investments. And then there's been the issue. I don't think the merger has played a role in that, but certainly the PSC extension and various other initiatives which the government has been taking to encourage production in the country has been helpful.